on me. Life's gotta always be messing with me.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They returned home after playing in London last week, but it was a good trip as they came home a winner.
And that's a long flight when you lose, but it's not half as bad when you come home with a victory and full of shepherd's pie.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And good starting field position. We'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like Central Cast and Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Nix to the air. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. To throw, here's Nix. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. Got to have those kind of outings in year one. But the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 17 carries, 62 yards.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn their status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs too. Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Throwing, dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. The Giants at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home, but sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's Tracy. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Dart to throw on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Running left is Tracy. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. To throw is Dart. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Dart. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, nice move. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. Has been tackled at the 41-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The rushing totals for Dobbins last week. 13 carries, 62 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Here's Nix. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, Nix. He will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Throwing Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Nix from the shotgun. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Brian Burns. Now 2 sacks for him already here this first quarter of play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now it's Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? To throw is Nix. And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Looks good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing his dart. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Rookie cornerback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down, 2.
These two teams all tied after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Dart. A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, having back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Dart once more. Rush coming in, he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Dart. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors headed onto the field. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of the season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw now, Dart. Left side, he's got Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That is caught. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. From left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Right back to Tracy. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 9 now. He gets it left side to Johnson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
1st and goal, New York.
They'll drop the throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Now it's Tracy. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He was unable to shake free there and then cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Nix to throw again. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. He completes it to Boyd. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Nix once more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week. Game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Dart. A short one here, complete to his tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Dart. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's Dart. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw again. Dart. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
To throw is Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing his Dart. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the air again, Dart steps away to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to jump. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked second in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go again with Tracy. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Dart to throw on 4th down. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble and hit 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown Broncos. J.K. Dobbins from 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now out come the Giants. looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw now, Dart dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On play action, here's Dart. And it is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
And that will be incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Dart once more. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. He has been arguably the league's best receiver here in the first half of the year. And to that point, he's now gone over 1,000 yards receiving with a healthy portion of the season still yet to be played. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
But I tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to... Goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gano's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Denver's offense now set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good. Now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here comes Dowdings on the toss right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 23. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how a drive you're supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. I went to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Dart. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 3. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 35 yards. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
The Giants. The lineup for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Up past the 30, second down coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now a 2nd and 6. Give up the middle to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good. Broncos, 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Bobby Okereke. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
To kick off for the Broncos.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Giants ready to come out now. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing, Dart, buying time to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Dart. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now back to throw. And will find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down.
To throw is Dart. And that nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Throwing is Dart. And that is incomplete.
There defensively.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. But they'll throw again. Dart. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep the leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
It's complete to Robinson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 15-yard line.
To the air again, Dart. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Now Dart. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cam Scatterby out of the backfield. But now it's third and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. And he will take it off in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. is stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the Giants' 25-yard line.
Nick's looking to throw again. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins. And power running here down the 6-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A big play here. 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now it's Nix. That is caught. Touchdown Broncos. Sutton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now here is Jackson Dart and the Giants down by 7. A minute 56 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. 2nd and 6 coming up. He's back to throw. The killer here, it's complete.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Back to throw. This is Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They'll look to throw. He's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Second down, 8 yards to go. Nix to the air. Finding Sutton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Into the hands of Ingram. They'll come up now on second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second down at the 47.
Here's Nix. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Throwing Nix. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up second.
Not laying back defensively. They blitzed right there first play in OT.
The game's changed a bit, hasn't it? I'm telling you, when we were kids, most of the time you'd lay back, not necessarily prevent defense, but you want everything in front of you and hope that the offense made a mistake. Now people aren't counting on that. They're going after them and being aggressive. Of course, if they pick up your blitz, it could be a big play for the offense.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The 20.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Broncos. First and 10.
To throw, here's Nix.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw. Nix. And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Looks good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he takes a shot on the release as this would be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there. Out of license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Giants first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They put it down very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Play action now. Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
He He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
To throw his dart.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing his dart.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings us 3rd down.
To the air again, dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Giants.
A play fake, and now it's dart.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Throwing, dart.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.